All right, Brooklyn Nets showed the Chicago Bulls that they wasn't ready to be on the level of the top or elite of the Eastern Conference or the elite of the NBA. Even though the Bulls have the best record in the league, Brooklyn already showed them that it's their conference. Now they still lead Brooklyn by 2 games in the loss column, 1.5 games back. Um, so yeah, I watched the game last night and really the Bulls they had no answer for Harden, and Kevin Durant. That was pretty much the difference. Lonzo, which I'm surprised people not talking about bust. He's a bust. Number 2 pick overall in the NBA. He's a bust. He probably can have a Joe Smith type of career. He went number 1 overall 1 year back in the day, but he's a bust. Okay, I mean, you get in there and don't do nothing. Honestly, 7 assists, 7 rebounds, 9 points. They need him to attack more. Need him to shoot the ball better. What he shot last night? 3 for 6, 2 for 4. That's not gonna get it done. I know DeRozan took 16 shots. Levine took 13 shots. Vujovic took 13 shots. They need to find a way to get him aggressive. You know what I'm saying? That's been an issue. Maybe bust is a harsh word, but just not living up to what he was supposed to be. And if they gonna match up with teams like Brooklyn, Milwaukee, 76ers, guys like that, they gonna match up with them. And, when dude like James Harden and Kyrie get going, he got to clamp him. Now, he was doing a good job on who he was guarding last night. So, like I said, the other evolution for the Bulls, is Levine started defending. Okay, DeRozan to get out there defend, Lonzo defend. He need to get out there and defend. Then they don't have nobody to guard the rim. That's a big difference. They don't have anybody to guard the rim. Vujovic, 5 rebounds, man. I mean, what the F? 5 rebounds, and you what? 16, he go out there and get 5 rebounds. It's a joke. It's a joke. Um, look at this. Nobody in these games had double-digit rebounds. What is the NBA coming to, bro? In the Bulls shot, they had 81 misses. Come on, they had 30 of them from the 3-point line. So ain't nobody rebounding, bro. And Brooklyn had 87 misses and 32 misses from the free throw line. 3-point line. And ain't nobody in this game had 10 rebounds. Come on. And that should tell Chicago what they need. They need somebody in there that can control the paint and that could defend the paint from Kevin Durant, Harden, and Kyrie getting to the rack. That's what they need. They need somebody to get in there and they can defend that paint. And it'd be a blessing if they find somebody who can post up, which those guys are a dime a dozen. You got Joel Embiid and Jokic are the only one, but Jokic not even aggressive enough. So the only guy you got in the NBA that can make you pay with their back to the basket consistently is Joel Embiid. That's it. And he can defend on the other end. Right now, the Bulls don't have an interior presence. And a lot of teams tend to not to have interior presence because they want to match up to the guys on the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? If you could make somebody pay on the box, then you can stay out there. But the majority of big guys today can't make, excuse me, the smaller defender pay on the box. You know what I'm saying? Like Shaquille O'Neal will be able to stay out there because you put D Sharp on Shaquille O'Neal, whoever the hell this dude is. He played solid last night though. You put a nigga 6'9". You know what I'm saying? You put this dude out there, man. Bar none, Shaq is going for 50 and 50, maybe 30 rebounds and 50 points. He falling out, but put Akeem Olajuwon out here in the day, man, be unstoppable. Back in the day, the league used to be filled with niggas like Joel Embiid who can defend and make you pay on the block. Niggas like Rick Smits can make you pay. Terry Mills can go to the 3-point and make you pay on the block. Tonio Davis can make you pay on the block a little bit, and defend. I mean, he beat Patrick Ewing. It was filled with guys. Alonzo Mourning, after, before the whole situation, he had I mean, he keep going on. Even smaller guys, Larry Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Ralph Sampson before the injury. I mean, I'm on Bill Laimbeer can make you play a little bit and then go outside. So, these dudes, don't understand, man. You going out to the 3-point line, it's not helping your game, bro. Dominate the paint. Dominate the paint. Dwight Howard was like before, like Joel, he was one of the last dudes. He was one of the last dudes where a team played through him. And Dwight wasn't even the most proficient post player, bro. He wasn't. Dwight had a couple moves, you know what I'm saying? He had a, over shoulder, over the left shoulder, over the right shoulder. Then he had a power drop step and he bang on you. That's it. You know, imagine if he had a counter, you know what I'm saying? You know, he like Hakeem, he fake like he going over to the right, over baseline, but he come back and do a little baby hook and dunk on you, man. Just saying, watching basketball, bro. It's a game that I was looking forward to because I don't watch a lot of it no more. Man, it's hard to watch. Hard to watch. You got beta male centers who don't play like centers, man. Who don't defend the paint or they can't make you pay on the block. So it's hard, but they show Chicago that they're not ready yet. And Chicago might want to get some shooting. Just a little bit more shooting. I know Kobe White, he's starting to work his way back in there. Very big fan of his. So, probably need some more shooting, bro. Honestly. So, probably shooting in the center. They can get their hands on the white side. Mitchell Robinson. As far as shooters, man, shooters walking around here every day. They can find somebody that can, somebody like a JJ Redick for them. I know he retired, I'm just talking about the comp. They find somebody that can get on the outside, a couple guys that get in there and shoot. That's what they need at the 3 spot. They need somebody that's gonna be in there, be able to kind of just shoot and defend. Tavius Caldwell Pope, Danny Green, but he don't never make no shots. They need somebody that can catch and shoot. And maybe, they may probably need to make a move for Aiden, but to me, Aiden another guy, bro, that just not a fan of his. He don't defend, he don't dominate in the block like he should. Showed it last year, but they need somebody that can 3 and D from that small forward position, and they need somebody that can defend the rim. So, like I said before, Chicago, this is just the beginning. One thing about if you do see the Bulls again, for a fact that I ain't gotta worry about James Harden showing up. That's it. So the Bulls need to be on the hunt before that trade deadline. It was like February 10th or something. They need to be on the hunt for somebody that can defend the rim, somebody that can shoot. I mean, obviously, look at guys like Buddy Hield, because you can always move the Rose into the 3. Well, he is the 3. They put him. Look how they just do the NBA today: power forward, shooting guard, center, 2 small forwards. Like, bro, man, crazy. So they can find somebody that can play the 3, bro. Play the 2. Get Buddy. If you trade for Buddy Hield, maybe Bagley. I think, but the Bagley can defend the rim. That'd be interesting because he'd be active enough. He's just so you can't really count on him. But can you, get down the line, Bagley would be the one that could defend the rim. I mean, could you get your hands on Mitchell Robinson? I mean, it's a lot of questions, bro. Could you get your hands on a Danilo Gallinari with the Hawks be willing to trade you Danilo Gallinari? To kind of play that, power forward position. You know what I'm saying? And give you a little size down there and give you some scoring. He also give you some posts. He gonna give you that shooting. So, they got a few things to look at, bro. For them, Brook Lopez would be the perfect guy in there. But obviously they can't get their hands on Brook. He's a divisional foe. So yeah, they got some things to do. But last night, man, Brooklyn, just showed that they're on a different level, but I'm not 100% sold on them. Kyrie ain't never healthy come playoff time, and James Harden will never show up playoff time. But, James Harden is a good point guard. He started to look like in shape. He started to play well, looked efficient last night. Looked sleek, looked slick, looked fast, looked quick for him. And like I said before, man, this is a team that can't afford no blows. They can't afford somebody not to show up. You see what I'm saying? They need all the help, and they probably need to make a move. They need to make a move for somebody in the middle that can be adequate. Same people, Mitchell Robinson, they probably want to trade him. down the 7 train or whatever damn train you take to get to, it ain't the 7 you take to get to Brooklyn. I forget the name of that train. You know, somebody like that, or somebody that's active, they could use another shooter, bro. You know what I'm saying? They really could. They can use a Gallinari. I mean, they could pretty much need the same thing, but when I look at the NBA, bro. Let's see. When I look to dogfight, like I said before, I think Milwaukee is still the leader in the clubhouse. They do need to make some improvements. They do need to make a move. They will. I don't know if Brook Lopez came back, but they probably need to make a move. For them, they probably need somebody to come off the bench to get them instant offense. Somebody else that can get their own bucket off the bench. That's the question. Somebody get their own bucket off the bench. I mean, bringing in Buddy Hield would be huge. Only bring him off the bench. You can start him down the stretch. You can play him down the stretch. Somebody like that. That'd be huge. And out West, it is what I thought it was. I thought the Lakers should have walked through the West. They didn't happen. But Phoenix, you didn't see Golden State coming. Phoenix, I knew they was gonna come back with a vengeance. Just to count down to Chris Paul get injured. But the Grizzlies making a step forward. And like I said before, for them, got some assets and maybe taking those assets and trading for that guy and being there sooner or later, and you'd be like, well, who that guy? When New Orleans trade him, we trade Zion there if you can get him in shape. What you feel about Karl Anthony Towns? You know what I'm saying? Could you get him and put him in the middle of Memphis? I know he don't really represent the culture, but the talent is there. He athletic enough to get up and down with him. Go out to the perimeter. Could they do that? Or they just let him grow. You continue to look out there. You look out east. Do you get Memphis? Somebody like Cam Reddish, him and Ja go out there, score a bunch of points. Do you add Jeremy Grant? Do you go get a Pascal Siakam? Do you pair a job with somebody. So you try to get a Ben Simmons, that young team, they got enough shooting, enough scoring, good defense there. So, that's the question. But like I said before, Brooklyn, so Chicago, they're not quite there, and they probably need to make a move. And a team that ultimately makes a move, I think this may be the difference. In Miami, they need to make a move. Bam not big enough, to man it, but they had success versus Milwaukee. So if they get past Milwaukee and don't worry about Philadelphia, Bam can do it at the 5. So when he come back, so it's interesting, man. But right now I still go with Milwaukee's to lose. I think Milwaukee just need to add Buddy Hield type player on the bench and get Brook Lopez back, and they'll be ready to rock and roll. But like I said, the East has been interesting in a long time. You got Atlanta, who they 3 spots away from being the worst team in the East. All right, so they got a lot of players there. They're young. They got some guys injured. Like I said before, when they put the target on their back, I knew they was gonna fall, but I didn't know it was gonna fall like this. Washington, they a couple games in the loss column behind. Toronto, who amazingly there. I thought the Hornets would take a bigger leap than they took. Cleveland, surprise. Everybody talking about Philadelphia. They're not a threat without Ben Simmons. And they said they're no closer to trading them because they're idiots. Doing the same thing Houston doing in the NFL. So like I said before, it's interesting. Out east, out west, the only wild card is LeBron James and them. I don't think Jamal Murray and Kawhi should come back this season. So that's it. That's the only wild card out there in Memphis. Maybe Memphis. But other than that, man, honestly, the NBA is really hoping for a Golden State Brooklyn Nets finals because the numbers have been down. Because it's not what we knew it when we knew growing up. This is not good basketball they're playing. It's beta male basketball. It's turned into what they wanted to turn it to when Michael Jordan went to go cry, complain, and get texts and flagrants put in because he couldn't handle the physicality of the Pistons. This is what it is, bro. It has become a beta male sport. It's not a sport no more. I can't even call it basketball a sport. Anything that doesn't have the amount of physicality, contact, and touch no more, anything they trying to go out to negate that, shouldn't be considered a sport. And that's why people don't watch it no more. It's not a sport. Everybody friends. There's no competitiveness. There's no fights. There's no, grabbing niggas and, if they about to fight, they not gonna fight because they not about fighting and losing money. It's just not a sport no more, bro. And it's a beta male sport. It's a beta male's game. I can't even call it a sport. I know board games that's got more physical contact than the NBA, and it's sad. And a lot of generations be like, "Oh, you old niggas hating this, that, and the third." But I grew up when the NBA was still a real sport. It's not a sport no more. But hey, like I said, I think I still favor Milwaukee. I just don't trust Kyrie being healthy, and I don't trust James Harden in the playoffs. So that's just my reasoning. Milwaukee, Miami, they just ain't to me. I just don't see. I don't see it. I don't trust Jimmy Butler being your guy. Um, so he shouldn't be your best player on the championship team. He won't be. So hey, check out the NBA Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button, the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance and notifications. That's the best way to donate, comment too. Financially, you want to help me out? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, rolling the bottom of the screen. Both those usernames, description, PayPal link there as well too. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, response, your video request, all my social media description. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.